Hello, everybody. Laura, you're the first one I seen. I'm sorry, guys. I'm having a lounge day. I'm doing absolutely nothing. So please forgive me, but I'm keeping the stash. Um, let's see who's here. Hey, Miss Liability. Hey, Sly. Nice to see you. Hey, Senior Butthole. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Louisiana. um, Hey, Charlie D. Hey, Gamecock. Hey, Brenna. Hey, Cooch. Hey, Ann. Great live, Ann. That was amazing. That was awesome. Hey, Dreaming of You. Oh, I bet he's cute as a button. But I hope everybody is having a good day. It is getting ready to storm here. So hopefully I can make it through this live. Uh, I'm just not doing anything. I actually went and had it pressed out earlier this morning. Can you guys hear me? I feel like um hey, pink butterfly. I actually just had it pressed out this morning, but then it just started storming and my hair frizzes up really, really fast. And I'm trying not to keep it in ponytails and all that anymore. And I'm really not trying to wear a headband anymore because I want my hair to grow back out before I had cancer, and I want it to even out and all that. But it is. Uh, it's getting there day by day, little by little. But I hope everyone's having a good day. I was listening to Ann's earlier, and hey, Pippi, and I want things. I don't know. I want things to be fair, but it's can things really be fair? Because no matter what happened, one side will never tell the part that they played. The other side won't tell. I don't know. It's just a mess. It's all a mess. And how we got here, in my opinion, I personally am blaming Jules and I am blaming Maria. Me personally, I feel like they have gotten things to this all time level of lowness. I understand a lot of people don't like Jen. I understand people don't like Kendra, but the dog piling. Hey, Sharbatty. Hey, Pink Butterfly. It's the dog piling for me. It is the new people coming over to this side, or not just the side. It's the new people coming into this community, however they got here, and people are picking a side and just listening to their, I guess, favorite creator at the time, with not actually seeing both sides of it. Um, there's a lot of evilness going on, and I can say that when Jules has her eyes set on somebody, she doesn't stop. And I know Jen can be a whole lot of things, but what they were doing to Jen, me personally, I feel like y'all were wrong for that. They were wrong for that. It's okay to have differences with people, but the dog piling was a bit much. And I don't, yeah, and I get that, Heidi. I, but one thing, Heidi, though, you're not doing is you're not running to different communities, grabbing anyone and everyone you can see and giving out like people's personal information, giving out, grabbing all these people to, Lord, it's been a few days. LOL. What's that say, Lord? It's been a great few days. Love a good reel. I didn't have a cam slip though. I wasn't having a cam slip. Like me, I don't care. Like that's the thing about me. I'm me. I'm real. I don't hide nothing. I know that I'm human. I'm gonna have good days and I'm gonna have bad days, and everybody's entitled to that. But I don't understand why like Jules like makes a big deal about it. Like you know what I mean? But yeah, it's and you It backfires every single time on her. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to shut up because y'all know I can talk for hours and hours and not get anywhere. But I do want to finish what I was saying about this. You're not running and grabbing whole, oh, okay, I got you. You're not running and grabbing whole communities and giving them a rundown of one person. And one thing about AC is, and this is where my difference is with AC is, when he first came over here, that story with Frank, that is not true. That's not true. He came into this community with Jules. And me, I cannot really say I can't say AC has done anything to me for me not to like him. And I know for sure AC cannot say that I've done anything to him for him to not like me. I believe it's just the differences of the sides we're on. AC has always tried to say he was being fair, but AC, honest to God, you are not being fair. And I just kind of feel like you kind of chose a side and you really should have just listened more. And you would have seen, like, Jules is crazy. Jules is crazy as shit. But let me just shut my mouth. Let's get into this. And I'm going to show where Jules had her falling out with Jen. Um, and how crazy it is. Yeah, yeah, I'm not a fan of him either. But and I feel like it's just AC. You picked that side, like you weren't trying to be fair, even though you said you were trying to. It just wasn't fair. You weren't being fair. Um, and Jules is a mental case. That lady is crazy. I didn't think about it sounding that way when I too said, yeah, it's okay, no big deal. But I hope everyone sees like what a mental case she is and sprinkle Geneva in on it. Hey, Rain Busy. Just sprinkle Geneva in on it. And with this falling out, let me say, uh, that's just what they're saying, Heidi. But one thing is, Jen was over there with Frank minding her business. They ran over there to get, they ran over there with her. And that's one thing I don't think is fair. Like, if somebody is in a chat or wherever the case may be, and this is what the other side does, they literally watch you. They watch what chat you're going into to fuck with you. Jen was over there trying to do, I don't know, is that true crime Frank would do? Um, she was trying to go that route with Frank. She was minding her business. She wasn't bothering nobody. They was literally going in there to fuck with Jen and Frank. And then when Frank sent Jules that C&D, her head went spinning. Like her head went spinning. So Jen might have gave, let me shut up. Let me just play this. Let's start with that little 20-minute clip. And I will say, I don't think it was fair that what happened to KK yesterday. I do not. I do not. I do not. Let me cue this one up. Good evening, everyone. And I see Jules went live, and that's the like, that is the I I do think Sophie will be next, but I don't think it's going to be as soon as we think. I think Jules is going to try to um, stretch this one out. Hey, Savage. I think Jules is going to try to stretch this one out. Listen, Jules is very strategic. I've known Jules for a long time. I watched how she works. Other people, y'all might agree with this. She's going to try to stretch this Sophie shit out for a while so that she can divide as many people using Sophie. She's going to try to split that KK stuff up because a lot of people like KK over there. So that's something else to watch out for too. Uh, yeah, watch out for that one too. That's this stupid music.
Like a drifter, I was born to walk along. And it didn't work, whatever. Anyway, so I would going down the only road.
Jules said maybe she will. And
I was trying to shut off my super chats.
let me put that here.
I was trying to shut off my super chats and super stickers, and for some reason it didn't work. I did it and it didn't work, whatever. Anyway, so I would ask no super chats, no nothing today. Nothing. Nothing at all, because I feel that this community has been milked for far too much money lately. So please don't send me anything. You guys, it's getting ridiculous. It is absolutely getting ridiculous. And this may not be a live that people like. Well, the haters are going to love it. But, and I'm sorry, guys, I'm not saying hello to anybody, but because I'm a little irritated. Yes, I am. I am sick and tired of getting blamed for fucking everything. Okay? So I wasn't live yesterday. You haven't seen me in chats, have you? Nope. No. But yet Jen went live again today saying she's going to take me to court. Why? Because she doesn't know the other people's information. So,
and did Jen really say that? Brenda, did she say that? If she did, though, good for Jen. Good for Jen. It is about time, Jen. You're standing up to these bullies, especially when it comes to your children. Good for you. Good for you. Took you a long time. Did they? Oh.
I need to make this abundantly clear to everybody.
Hey, Stevie Lee.
I don't rock with what's going on right now. I don't rock with people putting foot on Jen's neck. I don't. Because you know what? This has all become so fucking dark and disgusting. We're right back to 2023, where this is all about money. And I don't know what else. Clout? I'm not sure, but it's disgusting and it makes me sick. And this is why you won't see me anywhere. And I am watching some of the comments that some of the people, because there's a lot of people that were like, oh, you know, Jules, sorry when we didn't like you. We were really mean. We did this and that. Yeah.
And let me tell you that part right there, I believe she did, George, but don't quote me. Okay, and if she did, good for her. Good for her. And that part right there of that, you know, I'm sorry for what I said when I didn't like you, blah, blah. No, that's them just being sheeps and following their leader. Hey, Vault, when Maria told them to fall in line, we're going back to Jules's. That's exactly what they did. They fell in line. When Jules told them, hey, we're letting Maria and the gang in, fall in line. And that's exactly what they did. That's all that was. They don't like you, Jen or Jules. Don't fall for the okey doke. They don't like you.
I don't like to surround myself with people that have those evil thoughts in them. And all of these chats, they are inspiring people to be nasty. I can't find fun in this anymore. This isn't fun. Not one bit of this is fun anymore.
But I don't understand how she's blaming KK for this. You wanted that mean and nastiness. If I say, oh, I know. If, please, she's been rocking with it. Yeah. You wanted this whole nastiness. You wanted all this. And you got it. So whatever comes your way, Jules, you got it.
Not even a little bit. No, it's not. It's disgusting. It's dark. And it is all a money grab. It has become abundantly clear this is about money and it's about nothing else. You know what? I'm glad you're saying something. I used to enjoy this place, but I peek in and back out. I can't do it. I can't do it. And for all the people wondering how I felt about people hanging out and having a good time at Dudley's, didn't like it.
Okay, Jagged Edge says, you know what? I'm glad you're saying something. I used to enjoy this place, but I peek in and out. And I believe that's Geneva, to be honest with you. I believe that's Geneva.
I didn't like it at all. When I said what I said, people that feel the need to thank Dudley and hang out at Dudley's just to troll,
Hey, bro.
are not people I want to surround myself with, because those are people that are trying to manufacture content for money. And I'm seeing it and I don't like it. And I don't want to be associated with it.
And what I will say is, Jules, you need to learn the difference between going to Deadly's house. I mean, going to Deadly's chat to troll him versus I just really fucking rock with Deadly. I agree with what he says, blah, blah. No, there's a difference between that, and you need to separate that. And not only that, Jules, remember what you and I fell out about? So there you go. You're being a hypocrite. It's the hypocrisy for me. Um, Deadly hasn't changed. He hasn't changed. So what's the difference? What is the difference between him then and him now? He's the same, and you were over there.
Not at all. Because what this has come to right now is disgusting and it makes me ashamed to even be a part of it. Fun fact, guys, how often do you see Jamie over here? Just asking.
But why is that a problem now? If he's never been over there, why is it a problem now? That's the part I don't get. Um, you're mad, so why is it a problem now? It's a problem now? Makes no sense.
You guys are being used right in front of your face and you're letting it happen just because you hate Jen. And that is what puts this community in a bad space. When everybody is willing to just do whatever they want for hate, and I've had it. Oh no, I know. Sophie, I'm not talking about you. I'm definitely not talking about you.
Sophie ran in there with
I'm talking about
witness.
people that are keeping the YouTube streets so congested that nobody can.
Sophie said, just putting it out there, I never made a penny in 2023, and I'm also being blamed for shit I had no part of. I don't know what Sophie means by that, but in 2023, refresh my memory, what was going on in 2023? There's just been so much going on in this 6 months of 2026. It's hard to keep up with.
Nobody can do anything. It is all Jen all the time, and it is becoming disgusting. Because at the end of the day, guess what? I'm not in chats and I'm not going live, and I'm still getting threatened to be going to the police. So I need to make it abundantly clear that I don't.
Listen, everybody and their mama needs to be covering this. William, get out.
With any of this. Now, people that feel the need to thank Deadly and hang out at Deadly's just to troll are not people.
William, can you go find your daughter's dad, though? Find your daughter's dad.
I want to surround myself with, because those are people that are trying to manufacture content for money. And I'm seeing it and I don't like it. And I don't want to be associated with it. Not at all. Because what this has come to right now is disgusting and it makes me ashamed to even be a part of it. Fun fact, guys, how often do you see Jamie over here?
Hey, Brenda.
Just asking. You guys are being used right in front of your face and you're letting it happen just because you hate.
But I will say, Brooke, Jen says a lot of things and she doesn't follow through with it, and that's her problem. This stuff, Jen, you absolutely need to follow through with this. This was not okay.
And that is what puts this community in a bad
Heidi.
space. When everybody is willing to just do whatever they want for hate, and I've had it. Oh no, I know. Sophie, I'm not talking about you. I'm definitely not talking about you. I'm talking about people that are keeping the YouTube streets so congested that nobody can go live, nobody can do anything. It is all Jen all the time, and it is becoming disgusting. Because at the end of the day, guess what? I'm not in chats and I'm not going live, and I'm still getting threatened to be going to the police. So I need to make it abundantly clear that I don't rock with any of this. Now, in my
Procedurals, and this is where I say you really fucked up at. Now, the other day when I played that live of yours, only one person caught it, and I'm telling you, this person, before I can even land the plane, Heidi already picks up on it. Jules literally said she had the reports, and we're gonna replay that. We're gonna play that.
I hate people. No, I'm not saying any of that at all. But I have to make it very fucking clear. I'm not okay with any of this. And y'all shouldn't be either. There's
After
more to life than just Jen.
how
I know.
long? How long has AC been in this community? How long has he been in this community? It's had to be for at least a year and some change, right? Why now is it a problem? Why now? I mean, it was literally 24 hours a day coverage. The,
Not fun at all anymore, Sophie. It's gross. Nothing is fun about this anymore. I used to like to go live and commentate because I used
see?
to like to laugh. But now there's people that are pressing Jen's buttons so they can manufacture responses so they can go live and make money. That's what's happening right now. People are being fucking manipulated.
Yeah, by you. You're a groomer.
And I don't, Jen, don't you dare get this twisted that I like you, because I don't. I can't stand you, and never in a million years will I ever be okay with you. But you know what? This is no longer fun. This is not fun. It's not at all. And you know what? How am I supposed to get mad about Anne doing the shit she is and the deep diving of shit that she's doing? Well, I'm sitting here because I'm wrong too. I read those reports too. I'm wrong as fuck. Because that's dark. That's not YouTube anymore. I don't want to be part of an exposure community. Because you know what? In an exposure community, people always end up getting hurt.
Jen, Jen, I hope you have this recorded because she's telling on herself the things she's done to you. And listen, I have no doubt in my mind, 110%, I believe with everything in me, they were going to reach out to that daughter. They did it to the son. I have no doubt they was going to reach out to that daughter.
I don't like it.
I
and I definitely don't like people that I don't fucking know and I don't rock with to give a fuck or even an opinion about my life, which is how Jen should feel. Because you guys, what has Jen ever done to Jamie?
Hey,
I'm just
Irish
asking.
ass. Jen didn't do nothing to those people. You know why? Because she didn't fucking know those people. You brought Jen to them on a silver fucking platter. Did they make money off of her? Fuck yeah. But I would rather somebody make money off of me that doesn't fucking know me than people who do know me. And you knew her, Jules. That's the bad part about it. No matter how bad I can't stand somebody, if I know you, there's no way I could do those things to them. You, Jules, you did all this and you're disgusting. And that's why I filed that RO on you, because I know how nasty and low you got. Michelle LaBelle, how are you and where you been at? I know how nasty and low you go at people. So I was protecting myself with that RO. I'm not a dummy. I'm not new to you. I'm true to you. Okay? Don't ever forget that one. Know your enemy. And you're a disgusting, vile bitch. Just nasty. Yeah. And listen, like I said, I don't know Jamie. I don't know them people over there. I'm not sitting there judging any of them. Make your money. Make your money the best way you know how, especially if it's legal. Uh, I heard, and I might have been, I might have been hearing stuff. Let me say, did they make $600 on one stream off of Jen? Because if that's true, Jen, I would have stabbed your ass in the fucking back too. Shit, I'd have been dogging you out. No, I'm just kidding. I have my limits. I have my limits. I don't. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Seriously. Yeah, exposing locals and laughing at them, but not reading all of their deepest, darkest. Because hurt people hurt people.
Oh
And
my
it's just going to
God.
keep going. And I have a sickness in my stomach right now. I can't stand this place.
Oh my
That's why you
God.
haven't seen me in chats, because I can't stand it.
A year and a half later, you were sick to your stomach about what was going on? What? Girl, you need to go to jail. You deserve to go to jail for this.
It's gross. It's gotten disgusting. Nobody should be putting a foot on Jen's neck. That's just too far. And you know what it does? It gives her a reason to be a victim. But
And listen, I cannot say these people had a foot on Jewel or Jen's neck. You did. You had the whole body on Jen's neck. You did. And the bad thing about all of this is you're only trying to cover your ass. You do not actually feel this way. You are only trying to cover your fucking ass. And I hope your ass goes down for this.
that's the game plan. Maybe that's what it is, to keep going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth so you can keep her going crazy so that you have more content and you have more reason to go live. So you don't
Every accusation is a confession, right? That's exactly what that is.
be creative.
Hey, Christoph.
I feel like we're right back in 2023
Hey,
again,
Jeff,
and I
what's
feel
up?
like I'm just being saturated with it. And there nothing in good faith can I play Jen's live right now and feel okay about it. I am going to start doing something else. I'm done with it. I'm sick of it. Because you know what Jen said today? Jen said she's going to the police on Jules. Hey, Deborah.
And she should. Jen should have won a long time ago. But for whatever reason she didn't, this should be the reason why she should. The shit that has been said about Jen for the last year and a half has been deplorable and disgusting. And believe me, I know Jen has played into a lot of things. But you got to draw the line, Jules and Jen, when it comes to your kids.
Jules, she's going to the police on Jules. She's not going to the police on y'all, is she?
And this is what scared her. This is what scared that fat, nasty bee over there.
You guys stay doing shit, and then I still keep getting blamed for it, no matter if I'm here or not.
Because all roads lead back to you. You literally started all this with her. It started the day you got mad. Remember this? On my mama's birthday. When Jen modded habanero. This is when it started. She she modded habanero and Jeff, and you got pissed because you wanted to take over her channel. You lying bitch. You deserve every fucking thing that's gonna come to your way. Every fucking thing. You're gross.
And I'm done. And I thought that maybe just kind of dropping back and not being in chats and whatever, I thought that that might kind of show something.
Like, you see what I'm saying? She is so full of herself. She thinks she runs all these chats, and if she's not there, the show must stop. No, they getting their bills paid. Who gives a fuck if you're in the chat or not? You dummy. You started all this. Fucking ugh.
But apparently it didn't. Because today Jen's going off on me again. Hey, Iceman, how you doing? Jen's going off on me again and saying she's going to take me to court because it all falls back on me. Fun fact, Jen, none of it falls back on me. I don't have shit to do with this and I don't agree with it. I am starting to feel the same way I did back in 2023. Yeah, but KK, not really. Not really. You have over responded.
KK says, hey, Jules, I agree with a lot of what you're saying. As far as I go, she has come for me and my personal life a whole lot. I have responded. And see, KK, I got to stop you right there. And this is no disrespect to you. Y'all have got to stop that I'm only responding stuff because a lot of this is not responding. This is just going way below the fucking belt. Uh, and I'm not saying with you, but I'm saying basically I'm saying Jules and Maria. Basically, I'm not gonna lie. Because they've always said, I'm just calling her lies out. I'm just calling her lies out. And when we sit there and we allow people to keep lying by saying you're calling out someone's lies, one, that's a lie. You can always turn the other cheek. If you don't watch her, you don't fucking know she's lying about you. You don't know she's live. So that responding shit, and Sophie, you do that dumb shit too.
You want to really talk about it, KK? You have over responded. You have over responded. You have gone far worse. And you of all, remember the other day
No,
when I said,
no, she did not. No, KK did not. And Jules, let's rewind this, you fucking dummy. Let's see. Let's remember how KK got brought into this. Because I remember. Picture this. It was 1948 in St. Olaf. You was getting your ass choked out by Vegas Valley. That's what happened there. And I've said it, and I've always said it, every single fucking time you got your fat neck hemmed up by somebody, you gotta go set up a team. You did it the year before, you did it the year before that, and you did it the year before that. No tea, no shade to you, Sophie, but you are a dummy because every time she's getting choked up, you come save her ass and you get burnt every single fucking time. Vegas Valley was about to drag your motherfucking ass and about to strike you and take your channel. You started that. You started that. You ran to get KK because KK was in that transition period of that last community. I don't know what that community is called. And she was just, existing, whatever the case may be. You ran over there to get her. You ran to get KK. And look what you did to her. You burnt her fucking ass. And you set up a team with Sophie. You set up a team with that group too. You're getting ready to dog them out too. So that's how KK got over here again. Tell that story.
clutching their pearls about being doxxed. KK, you came in this community with your full name. You were my mod with your, not your full name, but your first name. Don't clutch your pearls about this. I don't know. I find it you making excuses. That's how I feel right now. That is how I feel. And I do believe
I don't really understand how she's making excuses, or I'm not under I don't understand the smoke you have for her, to be honest with you. Other than you're trying to cover your ass, and in my opinion, you're trying to throw her under the bus for the this FOIA stuff. I'm not mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
too far. And I don't want to be associated with it. What you do and you say is on you. And I also meant what I said about people hanging with Deadly. If you hang with Deadly and you plan on going up on his panel multiple times, you're dead to me. Nobody talks about your mom, do they, KK? And I'm not going to. But Deadly had my mother in a clown wig and said what she was doing in hell. And I said it and I meant it. It was
But baby girl, you was watching Deadly the other day. You play Deadly's lives on your channel because you don't have shit. And when you do that, you're giving Deadly traction. So if you don't like him, why are you watching him? Why are you using his content as your content? That literally makes no sense to me. And Geneva passed out your mama's obituary. You didn't say nothing. You're overlooking what Geneva did, and that's your fucking problem. You want to call one person out for doing something, but you don't call out Geneva, who's started that with y'all. She started the obituary, and if you don't remember, I can show you. It was Geneva. See? Y'all get that dementia over there. That's what y'all do. You cannot sit here and say it's wrong for him, but it's okay for Geneva. Let me look. I don't have it. Play this.
to go up there to troll once or twice, but you're up there thanking the motherfucker. And that makes me side eye people. I don't trust people like that. And I'm sorry it's public, but you came in here and it is what it is. I don't trust you. And that's that. Because Jen wasn't coming for you originally. You did put yourself in this. And I'm starting to feel like you put yourself in this because nothing was going on. I know it's all manufactured and it's not fun. It's ugly. And I don't like listening to somebody keep calling somebody a bitch and a slob when you never turn on your camera.
But that wasn't a problem 2 days ago. But it's a problem now because you're mad at her. You're trying to cover your ass. No, you're trying. Me personally, I think you're going after KK because you're trying to show Jen. Look, I can stop all this. If you don't go to police on me, I can stop all this for you. Jen, where you at? Get your ass in here. call the police on her, make these reports. Okay. And it's more than just what was done to your daughter. I've heard them say you were fucking your son. They've said all that. And it all started because of Jules. They've reached out to your son. How many times have we seen Maria put your son's full name on her community tag? On her community tab. How many times have we seen that? Y'all go the worst with her. And I listen, like I said, I know Jen has done her stuff, but the shit y'all go at her for, y'all go at her for her mom dying. What did they say about her mom in that picture when she was dying? Look how low y'all went at her for that. And you even had bone-faced Lindsay talking shit about her mom. It makes no sense. And Jules, you could have stopped that then. You wasn't saying then, listen, you guys are going too far at her. You loved it. You loved every minute of it, you nasty fuck. So, how is it you and your people can talk about her mama, but nobody can talk about your mom? That makes no sense. You pass out people's obituaries. You're disgusting, bitch.
It's not divide and conquer. Nobody put this in my head. You guys have seen me not being around because it's too much. It's too much calling people a bitch and a slob and all. What? I don't want to be a part of that. We're supposed to be better than Jen, not the same. And obviously, nobody has any etiquette of when to go live and what. You publicly started a live stream instead of reaching out to me. I don't give a fuck. How about that? I don't give a fuck. Bye. Bye. You're publicly started a live instead of reaching out to me, Jamie, AC, or anyone else. I did tell AC I'm out of it. I did tell AC that because it's too much.
Yeah, and you know what, Stacy? I have a feeling KK's about to take a lot of her subs, and she knows it. What up, Habanero? Welcome, cousin. And I believe 110% she fucking knows it. That's why her ass is fucking spiraling out on that fucking community tab of hers, like the fat bitch she is. Fat pig.
Get blamed for your mess. And I want to make it abundantly clear that I don't agree with your mess.
This isn't KK's mess. This is your mess. You started this. Ugh, yeah. Miss Mickey is a trash bag. Whoever wants that could. Ugh.
It is what it is. It's become ugly. It's become gross. And I don't like listening to a live with somebody calling somebody a bitch and a slob all the time. And KK, since it's a deal now, you set your goal 3 times during a live yesterday. I feel, in my opinion, you're taking advantage of subscribers, and it's gross. And that's why I don't want anybody super chatting me right now, because I feel this community is being bled dry.
I literally heard her not that long ago, probably within the last 2 weeks. She said something like she was going to start like donations to get Geneva an attorney. Did y'all hear that? So how is it, girl?
I said what I said. Greed is never a good look. But KK, fun fact, when is anybody supposed to start a live when you're live all the time? How about that?
I'll tell you the best of my ability. I don't think KK goes live all throughout the day. KK normally goes live at night, right? So I don't know that. Jules, you're always live. Jules, let's go down and see your. Let's go down and look at yours, and I can see how many hours like your lives are. Cause you over there lying, girl. You lying. Let's see. There's one 3 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours and 48 minutes, 5 hours and 18 minutes, 2 hours 29, 2 hours 18, 3 hours, 4.5 hours, 2 hours and 30, 4 hours and 26 minutes, 2 hours and 26 minutes, 4 hours and 25 minutes, 3 hours and 28 minutes, 3 hours and 49 minutes, 2 hours and 47, 1 hour 47, 2 hours 45, 3 hours 43, 4 hours and 42, 3 hours 44, 3 hours 20. Yeah, Jules, you're always live. And it seemed to be you had to private some because I know you had 7 hour lives on here, 6 hours, 5 hours 39. You privated some of this, 6 hours and 1. Yeah, you privated some of your lives because you were live all day long.
Anybody's supposed to start a live. Huh? It is what it is. I'm done. People need to stand on 2 feet and be very clear about what they're doing and just exactly. And you know what? Like I said, me falling back wasn't enough. I was still getting blamed with shit. The bitch was ready to go to the police on me today for shit that you're doing and you're benefiting from, and I don't want to benefit from.
You see, she's throwing KK under the bus for those reports. Did KK read them? Yeah, she did. But you also had them, Jules. You admitted it. So how are you any different? And we're going to replay your live too.
From this right now is disgusting and it's sick, and that makes me think you're a slob. Anyway, guys, before it gets worse, I'm out of here. You know how I feel. I don't rock with this. I don't rock with Jen. I rock in my own lane. I do. I don't like this message.
Oh, girl, you are a psycho. A psycho. Hold on, let me play that one. I want y'all to hear what she said in case you didn't come over and you didn't hear it the other day. What was it?
She's going to go back to Paula, but I'm cleaning little things off my desk. Little diamond pieces. Are you? You're worried about Lindsay? Lindsay was here. I had the kitchen window open today.
For some reason, I think she might have privated that, but give me a minute because I recorded that. Let's see. Screen recording.
Send me anything. You guys, it's getting ridiculous. It is absolutely getting ridiculous. And this may not be a live that people like. Well, the haters are going to love it.
But that's my ADD rolling, Heidi. That is just, and I think she privated it, to be honest with you, but I haven't. That's my ADD rolling. Yeah, she definitely privated it. Now, why would you private it though, Jules? That's what I... Why did you private that? That's how you know she is scared. Because that one you really told on yourself. Hell nah, she privated. Hold on, let me see something. That is funny as fuck. Oh shit. She privated that. I haven't. Oh. You see, if you're not doing nothing to nobody, why did you feel the need to private that? That's funny. Let me find it. Here we go.
wait, you're typing on your iPad, so you're missing everybody. Silver bells.
I got her
Silver
singing.
bells. Listen to that one in a hot minute. Way. Misery, hello. In that packet, the very
Hold on.
that ever outed over. I got you now. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. I can't get over what was read on that.
Wait, why can't she drag no audio? Whatever. Why can't you drag Selfie Queen? What was it? Hey, at this point, anyone's fair game up in here. You over there, you know what?
Oh, okay. Was that, hey, love, how are you? Was that ever outed before? Because I do know, because I have that packet, I had asked for it. And in that packet, the very last report is on me.
See, what we need to find out is who did you ask for that packet? How did you get that packet, Jules? How did you get it? That's the real question. Who gave it to you?
But so, you guys, is that the first time we've heard all that? It feels like it's the first time for me.
What are we ready in 5 minutes?
It does. I missed half the live. I'll have to rewatch. Well, I can read the most shocking one. You're gonna need it. I'll get it to you. I'll get it to you, AC. It is astounding.
So you see, this was what, 2, 3 days ago? Okay, 5 days ago, 6 days ago. You were passing it out to AC. So how are you fed up with all this bullshit? That's crazy. That is wild. You're throwing KK under the bus, but you were passing it out. What? Did you record the one she just did?
Hey, Miss Mickey. Yep, clocking in for the night shift.
Did you catch that, Heidi? You threw KK under the. And listen, KK doesn't come over there. I don't go over there, but right is right and wrong is wrong. You threw KK under the bus for no fucking reason.
Well, hello, Camden. Wow. Camden, was that stuff ever outed before? Because like what I was just saying is I know
Now you got Camden in it. Now you got Camden in it. So now I've seen somewhere, I don't know if they were lying on this one. They said, and I don't know how true this is, Camden pulled the reports. So I don't even know the stepmom, is that even true? They could be setting that up. I don't.
there's a report on me. And that is one of the reasons why I wanted the packet. I wanted to see if that report was in it. And sure enough, there it is. Yeah, I am. Wow. Yeah, it was insane. In fact, if one of my moderators would like to post KK's, hey, Sophie, if they'd like to post KK's link for that last live, because that was a doozy. I didn't listen. I couldn't hear all of it either. I was torn away at some point. You guys know when I was torn away when I wasn't commenting. Hey, Stanley, how are you?
Wow.
Ooh wee.
See, that's why it's always good to listen to things over and over. And it's always good for other people to keep replaying stuff because you miss things. And then when she goes live and she starts running her fucking mouth, I don't think they would be able to get access to that. Well, that might be true. That might be true. Oof.
That's why no matter what, I figured that we need no matter what, because I was like, I was trying to put something together a little different. And I'm like, there's no way we are getting away from that. That if you think that that whole P thing, which for the record, once again, did not enjoy, never happened again, did not like. Thank you, Miss Lisa. If you think that that was
Let me drop this link. Jen, where are you at? Because we're going to talk some good sense into you today, Jen. Let me get rid of this. Click the link, Jen.
Dinger. Jen, I would rather, and it wasn't a random person either. It was my boyfriend. Well, take him, whatever you say he was, whatever. At the time, he was my boyfriend. It wasn't some random person. But anyway, besides that, my point is, wow, I'd rather be peed on a million times than to have a FOIA come out like that. Because you know what Jen has said?
But if she's saying FOIA, I mean, that means the Freedom of Information Act. That means they would have had access to this.
And keeps telling people, she said it most recently in one of her lives that her house, she misses the house. Thank you. Hey, Wanda. She misses the craziness of the house, and this house is so alone. And yeah, but my toes and the pee thing for you is way more serious, right? Exactly. And also, it was not my face. I probably would have. I wanted to hit him as it was, but man, I don't know how you can back away from that. Oh my goodness. KK's reading of The Unhinged. Yes, thank you guys. Random, if you can randomly drop that throughout this too, that would be lovely. I don't want
So
to.
how is it you're this mad at you're what? You're this mad at KK yesterday for all this? You loved it. You loved it. You wanted, and I said it before to y'all, did I not say it? You were having KK and Sophie do your dirty work. And I said it. I hate that for them. I don't want them to get in trouble for you and the stuff Geneva does. Like I said, different groups, same problems, same Geneva.
Want to pin it. Well,
KK, I know you probably feel a certain type of way, but to be honest with you, this is a blessing for you. This is your out from Geneva. Run far as fuck from Geneva. Get away from her. Get away from her.
can. Let me pin it. Yeah, let's do that instead. I was going to say because it'll be like little advertisement randomly, but no, I'll pin it.
See,
Where? Here it is.
See, she was even pinning it. She wanted no part of that on her channel, so she was pinning it to set KK up. This is crazy.
Here we go. Because, wow, I. Super dumb. Super fucking dumb. Hold on a minute. What's going on here? Oh, that's what's going on there. Duh. Okay. Anyway, that's why I'm still discombobulated. I wanted to just like kind of have fun a little bit and do a little impromptu, but that was just that was something else. So anyway, I don't know if KK got to mine, but even if she did, I want to reread it because it's funny. I think it's fucking hysterical. Don't continue to fuck with everyone around you with all those skeletons.
Who said that one? That was Lindsay. That was Lindsay.
Hold on a second.
This is from a couple days ago, Rainbow. I think last week she deleted it or she privated it.
Hold on one second because I wanted to play this song once before and I couldn't find it. And it makes me think that it's not even on Spotify anymore.
Ooh. So you see what I'm saying? How mad was you at KK for reading that? But you were queuing up music laughing about it. Hey, Twisted and welcome. You were queuing music up. You're not that mad at it. And let me tell you, none of this was a problem until y'all rolled into my chat with that. I was the only one calling this craziness out. And let me play you my response. And this, Jules, I'm telling you, this is what has you fucking triggered. You fucking moron. Y'all should have never brought that shit into my chat.
And my real name's underneath.
I don't get why kids. It is. Deadly does say all kinds of crazy things about Jen, and then 2 days later, she's right back with him. I got you, Heidi. You know I wasn't going down the. But listen, this is my response to it. The reports now make it at the very least 4 different people on 4 different occasions that we know have all come on and said they was essayed by Jen Wamby. Listen, I don't want to see. They said 4 women was essayed by Jen. Kind of stuff. I don't want to hear anything about kids. I don't. If it's true, I don't care. If it's not true, I don't care. I do not want to hear about kids. I don't know what y'all's obsession is over there with children, but it's very sickening. Okay. I don't want to hear it in this chat. Okay. And I let people talk about whatever they want to, but I don't want to hear about kids. Okay. Take that back to Jules's, take it to KK's, take it to Sophie's. You take it wherever you want to. I do not want to hear about kids being raped and molested. Take it to Deadly. I don't want to hear that fucking shit. It's gross. If it is true, I don't want to hear it. I don't know what y'all don't get about that shit. If y'all want to listen to that, the rest of it is on my it's on my page somewhere. But let me get into this Plan B shit. Oh my god. And the fact that she privated that is very. It really shows, Jules, you are hiding something. Okay. It wouldn't be the first time I was in there with a woman. But it's really, you're hiding something, Jules. And I know I'm kind of low energy, but I'm kind of like,
She's probably more excited about this than anything in her own life, and that's extremely sad. But I can't. If you guys were being attached to something, and people were saying that you were going to go to court, and after last year, there was a lot of money that was spent toward that bullshit last year.
And rightfully so. You deserve.
I mean, stupid money. I can't be a part of it.
I don't want to overplay. I don't understand. Oh, Jules, this is bad.
I did it my way, as always, right? Yeah, I figured we'd come back on the non-monetized channel to show that this has nothing to do with money. And to clarify things a little bit, now that I'm not so angry because I got that out. Because fun fact, it's really, hey, allegedly. So, well, you missed a lot. You missed a lot. You missed a lot. I set the world on fire once again in the bee style, like I always do, right? But you guys, when my stomach feels sick.
What do y'all want me to play? My live that I was playing?
I know I'm out. I can't. There was a plethora of things. The familiarity with Deadly and actually thanking Deadly kind of made me ill because of what he said about my mom. And I did mean that. And it's funny because Reddit's like, oh, what's Jules going to say? I'm like, I'll let it go the first time, but then it kept happening. But anyway, that's not what this is about. There was a lot of things. There was a lot of things that, just like I am, tick, tick, boom. It is what it is. And the last straw was Jen going live today, even though I hadn't been live, right? Didn't go live yesterday. And I haven't been in other chats because I'm trying to like set this out. Like okay, I'm a content creator. So if I don't agree with what's going on, I'm not going to be in there, right? So I figured that might have been enough, but it's not. Because once again, today, Jen was live saying that George and Anne were trying to coach her to take me to court. And unfortunately.
Now, listen, let me say this. That's not true. I don't believe Jen said that Anne and I were trying to coach her. That's not true. I haven't talked to Jen. I haven't said anything to Jen on the phone, through a text, no nothing. So, Jules, I would appreciate if you did not put words in our mouths. I don't think Jen said we were trying to coach her. You're saying that to save your ass. So if she does go file something on you, you're trying to make it as if she was pushed and coached to do it. And that's not true. I gave my opinion on how I felt about that.
Unfortunately, no, it's not. I left the Discord. I left there. I have no intentions of anything like that. I don't. I really don't. But when my stomach doesn't feel right and I get that bad feeling, I can't be a part of it. And I've been having the bad feeling. But Jen going live today saying that she plans on going to court because guess what? She says, because everything goes back to me.
It does.
So, what exactly was Jules supposed to do? Because it obviously needed to be outed publicly. And there really wasn't many times to go live. Hey, Daisy girl, and hello, everybody. I'm sorry.
You see what she's trying to do there? She's trying to say KK was live. Oh, Jules, you dirty bitch. You're trying to say KK was live so much that you couldn't go live, and KK was doing all the work. And that's why you privated your lives, because you're trying to make it look like, look, I wasn't live that often. It was KK. It was KK. You're fucking disgusting. You privated your lives to throw KK under the bus.
It is what it is. It is what it is. I didn't feel comfortable with it anymore. I didn't feel comfortable with a lot of it. Because honestly, and I shouldn't have read that shit. Although I was disgusted, I was completely disgusted. Don't get me wrong. But I shouldn't have. And that same thing is what's keeping me from going at Brooke the way that I should. I know Brooke is just so fucking excited. She's probably more excited about this than anything in her own life, and that's extremely sad. But I can't. If you guys were being attached to something, and people were saying that you were going to go to court, and after last year, there was a lot of money that was spent toward that bullshit last year.
You didn't spend shit.
I mean, stupid money, certified mail, and blah 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 blah, and the filing, all that stuff. But still, nonetheless, there was a lot of shit that went into that last year, and I have no intentions of revisiting that because other people are manufacturing drama, and that is how I see it. And I mean, and you guys, I don't want people to think, oh, she's mad at AC and stuff. No, AC has made it very clear what he is. He's the shit show. He does this. But and that's why it's like when I'm not okay with something, I'm not there. And it just so happened to be a lot here. Now,
you know, she's so big and bad any other fucking time. I'm private all those fucking lives, bitch. Just like when you said that I privated lives when I called your father, which never fucking happened. Unprivate your lives.
Okay, saying is, well, why didn't you come to me? So, okay, guys, you tell me how this would be. So she has always said that she is exactly. I agree. She has always said that she's in her own lane, and that's how I've kind of like excused it, right? But you're not really in your own lane anymore. You're kind of in our lanes. You know what I mean? So, like with the deadly stuff, I don't.
Like I said earlier, you ran and got KK. You drove the bus over there to get KK. You packed up all her stuff. You brought her over here. You brought KK into this lane. You knew what you were doing because you had Joe on your ass.
With people that fuck with deadly on any.
And if y'all remember, at that same time, her and AC had a falling out. Remember that? Over the shiz situation. Jules allowed AC to come back into the hive so that he could help take the heat off her ass with Joe. You're a fucking liar. And then you went and got Sophie. And like a dummy, Sophie goes every fucking year. Like a moron.
Like I said, AC is a little different, and AC is completely different from our community. But you have now swerved over here. And so I really have to treat it the same way I treat everything else. And like Win Whispers, I told Win Whispers to fuck off forever because of Deadly. So
you see what she did there? She tiptoed around AC. Why is AC any differently than KK, right? You don't want everyone to gang up on you. You don't want everyone to tell on you because they're all going to have the same story because it really is true. They was minding their business. You sent for them. You know how that one phrase go? Don't come for me unless I send for you. You sent for them. You sent for them, you dummy. And it's going to be even worse when it shows all that money they were making because you went to get them to attack one lady who is, God forgive me, who is mentally ill. So, Jules, you ain't shit, you nasty ass mother. Ugh.
can't be okay with it. Because I guarantee you, if somebody were to have put her mother in a clown wig and say that she's doing the most horrendous things in hell, I guarantee you I wouldn't fuck with that person. I wouldn't even fuck with them on a troll because I have morals. As much as y'all think I don't, I do.
She has morals, but not for her own mama. You sound stupid with that. You sound stupid. You don't have no morals because you wouldn't be fucking with Geneva. And you know what? This is your karma. This is you and Maria's karma. That's why Maria hasn't been going live because Maria knows way more than what she's leading on. And you both do. You guys are all up to some shit over there. When Maria's quiet, something's going on. Something's going on. I bet money. And the thing is, and the thing is, what else was involved? There's a reason why you're not leaving Geneva. There's a reason. Fucking scallywag.
I do. And so I don't know. I felt some disses. I did. I mean, people can tell you all day, every day that they're good with you to your face, but actions speak louder than words. And for anybody that it's also, I know, I think that Brooke is all thinking that this is like going to be a.
Now, if I'm not, I almost said if I'm, I almost said if I'm not my Camden. If I'm not mistaken, Camden wasn't good with Jules either. Yeah, yeah. Camden wasn't good with you at that time either. Camden was with Sophie. So Camden came back into the circle because of oh my God. This is a setup if I ever seen one. I cannot remember where I saw it where they were saying Camden is the one. And now I don't believe Camden pulled him. Ooh, you're Geneva. Did you make a sock account and you were the one saying Camden pulled it? Where did I see that at? Oh, Selena's going off. It's all coming back. It's all coming. And listen, I have no issue with Camden. None at all. I wouldn't make that up. Ooh.
This is not a money grab, which is why I'm here, why there is no banner scrolling, and I am not wanting anything. You guys, I'm fine. I'm fine. But I also don't like the fact that people, you guys, I'm seeing sides of people that I saw, and I told you this before. I saw these same sides of people when you guys were against me. And I don't know. I just don't like those same, I don't like to be associated with that. And the final straw was Jen saying that she is going to take me to court, and George and Ann are going to help her.
They all need meta glasses over there because we saw it coming. No, I don't think Camden was denounced again, but somebody said, I can't remember where it was at. They said Camden pulled the reports. I gotta, oh, wait.
For shit I'm not doing. I'm just trying to get clarity. I didn't understand the deadly issue you rightly had. Yeah, I do. But like I said, AC is a different community, but
Heidi, she said she had the reports. She always said she requested things that had her name on it. So Jules had all this. So maybe on May 27th, that was the setup. That was the setup to get her name out of it as she didn't she didn't pull the reports because I heard somebody said I think this was in Sophie's live. whoever pulled it, they said it was someone in West Virginia. And Sophie kept saying, I'm not the only one who lives in West Virginia. I'm not the only one who lives in West Virginia. I don't. Sophie, like, you don't realize what's going on here, girl. You're getting the blame for some shit. The fuck? They're setting you up. Geneva Pooh is setting you up. She's setting Camden up. Georgie was Ballcat who said that Camden. That's who it was. Yes. Yes. And Star, that was a couple of days ago, wasn't it? This is fucking sickening. Oh, oh my God. I knew. Oh, I knew I wasn't going crazy. Yes, I told y'all. Somebody was saying Camden did it. And if you pull it and you say it's from West Virginia, how do they know it was a request? It was from West Virginia. Because you, I don't know how Sophie knows that. I don't know, Heidi. I don't know. But that's what Sophie said. Yeah, you see? That's what she said. Oh my God.
Don't feel I feel that there's a lot of emphasis going on money right now. It's become something that it shouldn't. It shouldn't be like this. And it's just gotten weird. The other thing that also made me yeah, but who's to say? I don't even know, Teddy. I would like to think that, but I really don't like to have that shit on me, especially when I'm not doing a fucking thing. And like I said, me not being in chats, Brooke decided that she's clairvoyant now. Anybody with half a brain saw that I wasn't in the chats, and you can tell that things weren't okay. Because I saw things going too far the other direction. I saw it being like the angry villagers once again, and I don't like that. And I can't turn any of that into fun. And I don't like to just come here and bitch, and I don't like to come here and expose. There's enough bad stuff in the world. There is. I like to make people laugh. At the end of the day, because when it gets too dark, I can't do it.
I don't believe Camden.
I can't sit here.
Honestly, I don't believe Camden did it. I don't believe Camden did it. I think it would be, if you were to hear somebody say Camden did it, it would just be believable. And I believe that's why they're saying Camden did it. But I do not believe Camden did it. I know Camden hates Jen, but I don't believe Camden did it. I believe 100% they're trying to take the attention off of them. And we've been saying, you guys are setting KK up. You're setting Sophie up. Camden's getting set up. Mm.
And call people out of their names left and right. And I was also considerate of other people with supposedly quote unquote in the team time wise. You know what I mean? I saw there was a lack of consideration. Thank you, Granny. And I'm sorry, and I'm not making this like people have to choose. I'm not. But unfortunately, in this community, I have to make it painfully obvious what I do and I don't agree with. Because I do feel it's gone too far. I feel it's enough. They've been read. They've been read. I don't know why they need to be examined any further. Maria, do you know where my flag is from? I have no clue. I hate that they love. Oh, I know that they love this, but they can love this. They can love it all they want, but you know what? It doesn't make them any better. The reason I'm not in this is because I don't want to be involved in that. I don't want to be involved in her demise. I don't. People that don't even know her saying they want to put their foot on her neck. I don't know. I can't be about that because I know the situation.
Well, hello, Alaska girl, and good evening. Jen is the one who said it was traced. They traced the email to West Virginia. And I don't know. Where's Jen at? Where's Jen? Jen, come on in here and tell us why you feel that way. But what I do know is Jules is lying and covering her ass.
It's been reversed recently with me. And how did you guys feel when Vegas Valley decided he was going to come at me for Jen? That's a perfect example.
You see, that's not what happened. Let me throw another monkey wrench in your plan. Jen did not go get him to come after you. He saw AC and them going after Jen. That's how he got brought into it. Stop trying to rewrite history and stop trying to take the attention off of you. That is not what happened. That's not what happened.
It's pretty much the same thing. And I also want to do a comparison here. So, because the thing is because KKO, she's not in our community, right? But how would she have felt if I would have went on chicken cakes for a troll? How would she have felt if I went on Sandman's for a troll? Everybody in this community knows my boundary with Deadly. I have made it very, very clear, abundantly clear. Like I said, Reddit was talking about it, and I kind of backstepped once. I backstepped, and I was just like, okay.
Remember how she always, I don't have Reddit. I don't read Reddit. I don't know what's going on. Jules, you're a liar. And to me, I know everybody feels differently. I don't think this is about the money. I don't think this is about Deadly. I don't think this is about KK. None of that. To me and in my opinion, this is about Jules getting her ass drugged right back into that fucking courtroom. And she's scared to fucking death. Because you're not talking your way out of this one, Jules. Geneva cannot play a little game for you this time.
It was once, but then it wasn't just once. It was there to manufacture drama. And it's going to be again and again. And I can't rock with that. That is giving up morals because I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't go fuck with somebody that put one of your deceased relatives in a clown wig and said disgusting things about. I wouldn't do it. Yeah. I don't do that. I know that AC does it.
Yeah, Heidi, I agree with you. And I believe in the stepmom. I don't think she had anything to do with this one. I think they're setting her up too. Because if you remember what I say, y'all know I talk a lot. I don't remember what I say half the time myself. But this is Jules's chat. So, Jules, you have all your stuff on private, right? You took the screenshot of this. You put this out. And this is what I'm saying. I know me and Heidi talked about this before. If y'all really truly believe that these women were raped and these kids were molested, you guys identified these victims here. And that's what you're scared of, Jules. Your hands are just as much in this as anybody's. You put the names and everything on here. So you went and got all this. You dug around on your private videos to put all this out, and it went to Reddit. So, Jules, you were helping set this up. And that's why you're scared to death. And that's why you're trying to make this out to be about money with KK. You're scared to get drugged back in that fucking courtroom.
Other person, I don't particularly agree with that, but that's him, and he does stay in his own lane. AC has that own lane over there. But I don't like this. I don't like the fact that, and I do need to make it very clear that just because people in my chat are going, if they go over there, I want people to know it does not have anything to do with me. Yes, it does. Because you guys, once you have to actually deal with the actual real life stuff, you have a different outlook to all of this.
You have a choice.
When it's actually,
you have a choice of what goes on in your chat. You have a choice of the topic in your chat. You don't see us over here talking about kids getting raped and molested. When y'all brought that shit over to me, I shut that down immediately. You guys were all like, oh, he's triggered. He's this. Y'all was so proud of yourselves with that. Y'all, you encouraged that. You incited that.
And because I don't believe that Jen has ever sent the police to any of your homes. Has she? I'll wait. Has Jen sent the police to any of your homes? It's not many people that there's multiple police reports made about. You know what I mean? And it's just,
But Alaska girl, I would think, and this would just be me, if I went into somebody's chat or whatever, somebody new came over here and I saw that kind of stuff, I would say, that's probably not the chat for me. And I would also probably say, yeah, I don't think that's the person I would really want to give Jen's information to and all that. Jules have gave him a lot of Jules has given AC a lot of stuff of Jen's for him to go after her with. So you got to check yourself at the door sometime. Jules is responsible for Jules. She can't blame that on nobody else. If you seen he was using somebody else's deceased grandma, that was probably a sign to turn around. Turn around. Just like on Texas Chainsaw Massacre, when they was walking down that road and the girl kept saying, turn around, turn around. That was one of those moments. Not Jules. She kept going.
It's just gone too far. It's gone too far and it's too dark. And lastly, if I'm going to say everything that's crazy, the last thing that is crazy, I cannot believe she named her cat after Jen's dog. Because I'm going to tell you right now, anybody of my foes were to name their animals after one of my cats, that's petty and that's bullshit.
Now, here we go, Jules. You have tormented the fuck out of Jen with her dog that she no longer has. So now all of a sudden it's wrong that KK named a cat after Jen's dog. That's wrong now? Uh-uh. You sound crazy. You're just reaching for stuff at this point.
It's gross. I thought it was a joke. When I found out it was for real, that is some really crazy stuff. And I just can't be attached to that. I can't. I thought KK was a part of this community. Didn't she start? Yeah, she did start here. She started here under her regular name. And then she didn't even make up her own name. Clark made that up. Clark should get the credit for that one. Or has the FBI been sent to? No. That's what I'm saying. Like, none of these other people have dealt with the bullshit to the level, except for maybe John. But none of these other people that are poking and poking and poking, and I'm getting held responsible for. And I'm sick of it. Just as she is a single person, or she is in her own lane and she can go up on deadlies and troll and whatever, and that, okay, just like that, I can still have my opinion about it. You know what I mean? I don't have to agree with everything. And I guarantee if I came to her privately about that, it wouldn't have gone well.
I guess, Rainbow.
Yeah, or the drive-bys. Yeah, is any of your homes on a tourist route?
Well,
No.
you thought it was funny to do it to me. I like how Brett summarized it. He said you can't point a pew pew at someone, and when they get shot, I'm like, be surprised. Well, Alaska, no tea, no shade, but when Geneva was fucking with Kendra and Kendra rode up at her house, I mean, they was all, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So that's one of those type of moments right there. And Geneva was doing the worst. Geneva was calling Kendra's apartment complex trying to get her evicted for smoking weed.
So that is why, and unfortunately, I have to make it abundantly clear that I'm not part of it. And I don't think it is okay to keep beating a dead horse. You guys have seen the reports. Now what? Just keep making really, really terrible comments in chat just to make it. Because what it is I see it bringing the worst
I forgot about that.
out of everybody. I miss the days when I could do a live and we could laugh and be silly and I would be wheezy laughing. When I can't find comedy out of it anymore, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. I'm not here to get everybody angry and make people feel like they have to fight my battles and get them all worked up. I'm supposed to be here. This is supposed to be entertainment. And I just see the angry villagers happening, and it's spreading to the point, like, what's going on over there, the examination of all this. I can't rock with that. I don't. It's difficult, but it can be done on Switzerland. So now that you have publicly said all this, do you think Jen is going to stop bringing you into it? Well, I know damn well that I'm not a part of it, and I've made it abundantly clear. And we will, hey, Chris, we will move on and we will have fun. But I don't want to be a part of this. It is too much. Hey, Kathy. I know it got too dark. It's too dark. Wanting to know every detail. Like, y'all, I know when Anne was getting all pokey into it and there's getting threats, they're going to do this, they're going to do that. I didn't like it. You guys know damn well if I wanted to be a bitch, I could have read Brooks. I could have been going over Brooks with a fine tooth comb. But I can't do that with a clear conscience. I can't. And that's why it makes me sick that I did it before. We're all fucked, including myself. Yeah, but guess what? I will have this abundantly clear that I have nothing to do with it, and you won't find me in any of those chats. You keep poking me though, Jen, and you know what I will do? I will go, maybe I'll go the legal route with you and be done with it. How about that? Hey, Pasadena girl. No, I'm not asking anybody to choose. And I believe that she is throwing that out there like I'm doing that. And that's not the case. But there is only a random few in this. Yeah. And every single live that Jen does when I'm not talking about her, she brings up me being a sex trafficker. Every single one. Yet you're still here talking about it. You brought us into it. Now you chastise us for getting involved. No, I'm not. I'm not chastising, but I think, and fun fact, Ladybug, I didn't bring you into it like to the extent. I didn't. But it's just gotten too much, and it's just become. It is now about taunting her. To me, it was about getting her to stop talking shit about me. That's what this has been about from the beginning for me. The fact that AC and everybody else jumped in and made it to something else, that's them. And because I enjoyed some of the people along the way, like yourself, Ladybug. But this has been always, from the day one, has been about Jen and her spewing her lies about me. It's always been about that. You don't think it's exposing Jen as a threat toward minors and trying to keep the public safe for her. That's how I've taken this as being done. Yeah, but I don't believe that Jen is actively doing anything to minors. I don't believe it's like this. And if that's what you're going to do it. Because all of the taunting of somebody online, it's not okay. Oh my gosh. Kay, get the fuck out of here. Kay, you and your fake teeth, go away. You're not welcome here. So anyway, and one of my moderators, when she comes in on her other account, get rid of her. She's nothing but a shit stirrer. Yeah, Jen's been exposed. And it's never been about that for me. It's been about getting Jen to stop lying about me. Other stuff has come about and other people have jumped on other stuff. But it has been about getting Jen to stop. And the fact that George and Anne are more than happy to oblige to help her, guess what? I'm taking it seriously. You guys can say whatever the fuck you want, but it's not your life. It's really not. And I'm not asking for anything. I'm not asking for money. I'm not asking for a damn thing. I'm asking for people to open their eyes, though, because I do feel a lot of this drama is now being manufactured for monetary gain. And I hate to see people and their hard-earned dollars get worked over like that. I just do. 50 people don't have to know. No, and that's why I just don't even feel comfortable with it anymore. So yeah, Jen, stop talking about me because maybe I will decide to take it legal and be done with you. Because this isn't fun.
Like I said, I did not say anything about helping Jen with court, anything like that. But I would 100% help Jen with court. You've done the most. You've done the most, and you're not stopping. You, Geneva, and Maria.
Funny. I don't find it entertaining making people feel horrible. Contrary to what you think. I'm just trying to understand. I'm open to different perspective because I'm human. Oh, no, it's okay. It's all right. I didn't block you. Kay I blocked because she's just a troublemaking bitch. I could give a fuck about. There's a lot of people I could give a fuck about. I don't give a fuck when you've shown me who you are. I don't give a fuck about you. And there was a few things. There's a few things that were said here and there, and I took them as jabs. And I guarantee you, if I would have came to her privately with this, she would have been like, well, she would have taken it like, who are you to tell me what to do? I wasn't trying to tell her what to do, but I thought it was abundantly clear how I felt about that boundary. And you know what I mean? And I clearly said, I don't fuck with people like that. And where is the line? Where is the line? I don't know. And it's just like, if you're not part of the community and you're in your own lane, that's one thing. But when you're bobbing and weaving over here, then I have to hold you to the same standards as other people. Just like if Maria started getting cozy over by Dudley's, I would not be speaking to Maria.
See, and this is why I say all roads do lead back to you, Jules. I forgot about this shit with Ghost of Shadows and them. Remember this one? So remember all that, Jules? So you remember that when you say you're not in it and I don't understand how you get the blame for it. Yeah, and Sophie, you knew who Captain Howdy was the whole entire time and you didn't say nothing for a while. You sat over there with this shit. So when I say
just as I would not be fucking with anybody that was disparaging any of Maria's deceased relatives.
the sound really wasn't important. It was just
Call me crazy, but I do have some
it was
limits.
just the proof that Jules and Geneva gave Ghost of Shadows, Michael Wagner, my address and all that, and they was driving past my house when they were lying and said they didn't. So she's playing innocent over there. And I don't think that just manufacturing drama with Jen is worth it. I just don't. And I keep getting dragged into it. You hear everything that she says, she brings it all goes back to Jules. What did she say? The sound wasn't important. It was just a clip. It was just little background music, so the sound wasn't that important. On her live. It all goes back to Jules. It doesn't all go back to Jules. That's why I left that Discord over there. I don't want to be a part of it because you know what? That is overstimulation as well. I feel that there is too much. I don't know. At least it's too much for me. It's too much for me. And so I am still taking my same stance is I want her to stop fucking lying about me. Jules, you could always, I don't know, and this is just a thought, and I could be wrong, but you could always log offline. I don't know, that might just be me, but you could log offline. But this is the same thing as Jen going and getting Vegas Valley to try to come at me. No, it's not. Same thing. She didn't go get him. But it's just ridiculous. No, and unfortunately, these other people, their house isn't a tourist attraction that people decide to go by and video or deliver random things to constantly. Please don't use that name in this chat. But yeah, I just I can't do it, guys. I can't. There are a few other people in this community that have had to deal with this legal stuff and all that stuff, and it's not funny and it's not a joke. And I want to make it abundantly clear that I am not involved in any of it. I'm not.
Did I want to see the reports that concerned me? I did. I did. Was I appalled at the other stuff? I am. If you guys feel that it is truthfully something that needs to go to law enforcement, take it to law enforcement. Don't use it as a monetary gain on YouTube, because that's when I question motives. You know what I mean? Because, like, okay, the person that came in here saying, oh, well, isn't the thing to get Jen? Okay, well, if people really feel that she's that bad, shouldn't they take that straight to legal instead of just making it a thing? For the most part, yeah. I don't want to. I'm done. It's gotten too ugly, and I don't find it fun. I don't find it entertaining. I don't like being threatened with the legal shit constantly. I don't find it funny, not a little bit, especially not when it happened last year. It's just, yeah, and there's too much behind the scenes. And you know what's a fun fact? I spent more time over there than I did in my own Discord. I need to stay in my own lane. I need to take my own little advice, Jen's old advice. It's stay in my own lane. And then things will be merrier. People can do whatever they want to over there, but I want to find things to laugh about. I do. And will it be probably laughing at other content creators? Yeah. Jen, no, because I don't find any of this funny anymore, because I don't think this is going to go well. I think this is going to end up where it did before. And I can't be a part of it. I feel it's 2023 all over again. Same sick feeling in my stomach. But I can't be a part of it. And I want to make it abundantly clear that I'm not. And I really don't want to be a part of any fuck shit. You know, I just don't. Because being a part of the fuck shit always makes things worse. No, it appears that way. And you know what's really funny? Y'all, how many times are people going to say that it's all about money to me? Do we not remember the big super chat extravaganza I did over on John's? Just last month, barely last month, we celebrated Maria's birthday. When I have had my rescue people on here, which of course is not as much as I would like it to be, I've also asked people, if you're going to donate direct to them. Don't donate to me. So it really kills me when people act like it. Yeah, it's I quit every Discord but my own. My own, and one for cat rescue. That's it. That's it. That's all. Being in too much shit, it just causes too much shit. It's too, because fun fact, I don't need to know everything. I don't. I need to pretty much stay. I don't want to be an exposure channel. I don't. I really don't. I want to be a laugh channel. You guys, I've never really been exposed. I mean, yeah, have things been exposed over here? Yeah, but I don't like it, because I don't like when other people have those little streams on me. I don't know. But I'm going to try to find stuff. And unfortunately, remember that Heather Brooke one, the one that was stalking the kids at the school? She is going to be in the clinker forever. I guess they offered her something. They offered her some type of deal. Camden, you saw it. They offered her some type of deal. She didn't take it. And now I think it got pushed back to November. But Camden, you're saying now it's August? Yeah, and I'm bowing out. But and unfortunately, yeah, I know, and that sucks. Because that's the kind of content I want to follow, because you know what? I can laugh at it from afar. I don't know, because I don't want to expose people. I really don't want to do that. And I'd rather do it to people that I don't know and that don't know me. I know Jen will be Jen. That is the problem, Pasadena girl. It is bordering on the fact it is getting so bad that Jen is going to end up being the victim again. So, what do you call actively digging into every aspect of Jen's life? And I haven't. And dragging her daily and involving her kids into your opinions about her, and you restream Deadly. What is that considered? Restreaming Deadly is different than being on his panel. I have made it abundantly clear I don't fuck with Deadly. When he came over into my chat, we blocked him. That's a big difference. It's a big difference than going up on his panel and thanking him. And digging into every aspect. I haven't. I have commentated on the things that Jen has said. If Jen's cabinet is falling off behind her and I mention it, that is not every aspect of her life. But then we have Jen actively digging into my ex and trying to act as if that's me and calling me a sex trafficker every stream. It's really getting annoying. And I keep getting dragged into it, whether or not I talk about it or not. Yeah, and Heather is probably getting evicted soon. I would rather move on to that. Did you see? Yes, I did. Yeah, and they were talking about.
But see, Jules, you prove how dumb you really are because you're showing a pattern, a pattern and a history of you like messing with mentally ill people. You get your rocks off on that. And like Heidi said, you dug all up in me. And like I told you before, I'm a very boring person in real life. I don't have nothing there. Okay. There was nothing there. You were sending these town crazies past my house, doing all that crazy shit. You lied in court and said you didn't do it, blah, blah, blah. Um, Geneva was involved in all that too. I seen exactly how it went. Geneva is the one who gave Ghost to Shadows my information, but Geneva wouldn't have been able to do that, Jules, if you didn't provide information for Geneva to dig upon. So I'm just going to warn you, Jules, tread lightly with me. If you don't want to see that courtroom again, tread lightly with me. And I'm telling you this, tread lightly. And especially knowing that you and Geneva both had something to do with saying I raped and molested kids, I'm just waiting on that information. I'm getting bits and pieces of it here and there. I'm trying to put it all together. I'm just waiting on something hardcore to come through. So once I get that, you're going to go right back into that courtroom. It's going to be a familiar place to you. You too, Geneva. Don't play with me either. You're not safe either. And the judge told your dumbass, stay offline.
Parks. Yep, 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 yep. I know. I was kind of disgusted by that. I was just asking Steve if he knew the mandatory minimum on her charge because she's going to lose at trial. I know. I don't think she's ever going to be back to content. And she was fun. She was fun. And I'd rather do that. I'd rather do it where I can be light. When it comes to exposing, that can be other channels. And I really don't want to be involved in it.
The other day, Jules, you fucked up when you said, oh, and I know you never moved. You're still living there. Da, da, da. Are you stalking me? Because, fun fact, Jules, the next time I'm going to follow this through with an attorney from start to finish. You guys won't be able to play those little stupid kid games you played the last time. I could have filed an appeal on you, but I was advised legally not. You don't want to offend the courts. You can just always refile after X amount of time. So tread lightly, bitch.
It does because I got look at what George did last year. George took me to court over Captain Howdy and Tim Guberman. I put up one rabbit meme and I went to court over other people. So don't sit there and say it doesn't happen because it does. It does.
Let me let you in on a little secret. That's a fucking lie. So you keep running with that narrative. It's a fucking lie. I seen how it was done, okay? Your friend messaged me all that shit on IG and she told it all. So you keep rolling with that fucking lie. You were harassing me, stalking me, and doxing me only because I was playing your words. That was it. So you keep running with that lie, girlfriend. We gonna write back real soon. Because you don't know how to shut your fucking mouth. Because you got Maria really pumping your head up. And I was glad when Maria said the other day she wanted to sue me. Good, Maria, sue me so I can get you served.
It did. And it was a major inconvenience, to say the least.
You deserved every bit of it.
Nobody wants to be no, but apparently, and I get called it by Jen. Jen loops me into it every single stream. Well, Heather is and isn't, but the problem is with Heather is she'll never get help. I don't even know how much is mentally ill and how much is stuff she puts on herself. Well, Marissa had track marks. The officer said it in the body cam. But yeah, it is just it's not fun. I want fun stuff. No, you can't say never, because when it came to big pimping or pinking, I always say pimping is dead because we joke around that my computer, since it's pink and you guys big pimping, big pinking. It did. But guess what? I grifted for exactly what I got, and I actually spent more in it than I got. You know what I mean? And I don't know. Jen has been milked to death. She really has.
But not only are you doing it to Jen, you're doing it to Kendra as well. Y'all don't know how to stop with shit. Y'all just beat things into the fucking ground. So you're doing it to just anyone who you think you can get away with that shit. And with this one, I'm going to end this one. And Jen, hold on. Before you go, we're going to have a little chit chat. Nothing bad, nothing bad. But I want to play this one. This is for all of you people who don't really understand how we got here. Now let's listen.
I was pretty vocal about it on my community tab, and
Hey, Mr. Deal.
here's Bald Cat was all into it and whatever. I was upset yesterday, and so I had forgotten about Jen's live. I had, because I kind of tuned out of this and whatever, and then I saw that Jen was live, and I'm like, oh,
we can do that. We can do that one, Senior Butthole.
I went in there to support her, and I was like, hey, and as soon as I typed that, I saw that there were people in there. Some of the people in there, I'm hearing. Oh, fuck, hold on one second. Hold on. Okay, we are back. Anyway, so so I went in there to support, because I'm like, yay. And then I went in there and I saw people that have been coming at me most recently pretty hard. And I saw them in there with wrenches. Well, I didn't see them in there with wrenches.
Now, mind you, Jules and Jen were fine before all this. So Jen's not lying when she says this. I can unblock her. Who you unblocking?
Because I have them blocked. I heard they had wrenches. And so here's the thing, is everybody's just like, oh, block and move along. Well, guess what? When you give wrenches to trolls, the trolls can see everything. Because even if you block somebody, if they have a wrench, they can see you. So basically, the only thing that was safe for in there last night was the trolls. That was it. And I have no intention of being involved with that. I've mentioned that, like, that's the reasons why I leave her IGs all the time, is because I'm not okay with the trolls that are in there. These are trolls that are actively coming at me, not a year ago, not whatever, nothing like that. This is stuff that's actually happening now. So, and then I hear that fucking Lily was in there. That takes the cake. So yeah, if that's what you want over there, you can have it. You can stay over there. I don't wish you ill, but I don't wish anything about that. You can, because people are free to run their channels however they want, just like I run mine. But I also know that some of the ways that I run my channel makes it so other people don't like to be here. And I mean, that's just something as a content creator. And what happened was, when I went in there right away, when I went in there, I heard her say, well, not everybody's going to like everybody. Because I said, well, I'm going to see myself out or something like that. And that was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back. Because I really and truly thought that things were different. And by wrenching trolls, I don't trust. I don't.
No, she wrenched Jeff and Habanero. She can talk shit, but be in the kitchen.
Whatsoever, I don't trust that it's not going to go back exactly the way it was. So I was in and now I'm out. And that's just how it is. Because, and like I said, I understand that there's people in here that don't like her. I get that. But they are not actively coming at her. They're not in stream after stream after stream going after her. Certainly not in streams going after her on her mother's birthday. You know what I mean? So it hits a little different. Yeah, Lily is a troublemaker, and she showed up in there for a reason. Lily is wanting to shake shit up because Lily, nobody really cares. You went to Terry Lynn's house and no, you're not blocked, Jen. You're not blocked. I didn't block you, but I wasn't okay with that last night, Jen. Those are people you gave wrenches to the people that are actively coming at me. So when I have them blocked, they can still see me. Make that make sense. And if those trolls are that important to you, then that's fine. But then I'm out. No, all of those trolls were in a stream coming at me on my mother's birthday the day before. Oh, I know. I'm sure Lily's probably one of those socks. And that's what I'm saying. You don't.
On my mother's birthday the day before.
You can't have a successful channel and say that you're not about the drama when you give wrenches to some of the worst trolls in the community. It is what it is. And I remember how she always talked about a safe space. I didn't feel that was a safe space. And that was the thing that made me cry. Out of all the shit yesterday, that made me cry because I thought differently. And that's also the reason why and then this who don't you know, that person is a person that comes at me in every stream. These are people, well, Jen, you gave wrenches to the wrong people and I won't be back. You can have your trolls. Because, Jen, you still have those trolls in your IG. I told you once before, I don't rock with them. They are actively coming at me on my mom's birthday. So there's that. That is not the way you run a channel that's not about the drama. And like I said, I understand that there's people in my chat that you didn't used to get along with, but there's nobody that's coming at you right now. Nobody in my chat is coming at you, and everybody knows damn well they don't. But the people that you gave wrenches to are people that are fucking with you. And if they're not fucking with you, then you're a part of them. Either way, I don't want anything to do with it. I really don't. Because those are the type of people that are ruining this community. Fact. Anonymous fucking people that feel like they have way too much power. And I went in there and they had wrenches and I said, whoop, I'm out. I'm done. And that was that. And was I emotional? Everybody's just like, you didn't make Jen didn't make you cry. No, I was crying pretty much most of the day yesterday. Hey, Virgie. Most of the day yesterday, I was crying.
Y'all see how she's trying?
It wasn't a good day. It was the day after my mom's birthday.
Y'all see how she's trying to manipulate people? You see how she's trying to control Jen? All of the shit that Jen has been getting for like the last year and a half comes from this stream because Jen modded Habanero and Jeff. And Jules had a hissy fit. So when we say all roads lead back to you, Jules, they absolutely do lead back to you. Jen's not lying to you on that. This is because she modded people in her chat. Her chat.
No, and drama is fucking Spicoli and Habanero. Are you? And you can't pretend that you're blind to it, Jen. Mm-hmm. These are the people that are fucking with the community in every side of it. And either they're fucking with your head or you're a part of them. And either way, I don't want a part of it. No ill will for you, but I don't want to be a part of it. I am trying every day to get away from that bullshit. I'm not going running into it. No, and then I hear Lindsay's in there and all sorts of stuff. Lindsay talks about me in every fucking chat she goes in. Everyone.
That wasn't happening up in here, Habanero. Not up in here.
So, Jen, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying I'm not going. No, that's what I'm saying. The trolls are They're only getting empowered right now by you, Jen. Almost every other channel is kicking them out because it's ridiculous. So it is what it is. And Jen, you weren't born yesterday, so you know. You and I have had this conversation before. I've told you how I feel about those people. And
me too. Remember that vegetable garden was growing huge that summer. And Maria's old creep tails from the crypt keeper looking ass, she couldn't fucking handle it. Her or Jules, they was going fucking nuts. They was triggered by flowers.
whatever. You like it, you can love it all by yourself. And like I said, it doesn't mean that I'm starting a fight with you whatsoever. That's not the case. But I cannot support a channel and promote a channel that's like that.
I said from day one, if you don't like each other, block each other. I don't have nothing to do with people's problems. 9 times out of 10, I don't know what y'all are fighting for. And I was not about to put myself in somebody else's drama. I don't know who Maria thought I was. I didn't even like Maria. So why the fuck would I fight for Maria? I used to sit back and laugh like, get her, habanero, get the pitch, get the pitch. I remember when they came up with that name and spelled it backwards, and I was like, look, you just got to come up with something better. Come up with something better. The next day, they had Maria in fucking tears. Maria was crying, Jindy was crying, Cree was crying, right, Wendy? And that fucking Debbie, you know that Debbie that says she lives in like, where she's South America somewhere. That girl, that lady would always message me whining and crying. And I used to be like, oh, okay, girl, I see what you talking about. In my head, I'm like, girl, shut the fuck up. Crybaby ass.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I don't know about that. Why would she have you blocked? That's really weird. That's really weird. But yeah, I was and you know what was really upsetting about it though, guys, is I was looking forward to Jen's first live. I was, and I had a shit day yesterday. Because you cannot have this much negativity spewed at you without it starting to feel like it's like suffocating you.
Yeah. But see that, and that's what Jules does.
And then I'm like,
she goes into these communities, she tries to tell them about her haters, and she simps hard. She tries to get everybody to turn on or come over to fight her battles, and then they figure it out and they realize, bitch, you're the psycho. You're the fucking low cal over there. Like it's you. And she's gonna do it again. Like right now, she's just trying to get things to die down. And Jen, where'd you go?
going live. I'm like, that'll be fun. Let's just go in there and we'll just talk about Dollar Tree trees or whatever. And I go in there and I say hello right off the bat. And the first thing I see is Spicoli. Because actually, I don't have Spicoli blocked yet. Well, now I do. But I didn't. And so, and then I see people adding habanero. I'm like, what? And also, I don't want to go in chats like, remember how muscle every single person had a wrench? I don't like that. I don't like that whatsoever. It's because when people block people, they do it because they don't want them seeing them and vice versa. If you give a troll a wrench, they're able to see everybody. And like I said, Jen, I'm sorry, but it really hurt my feelings yesterday. And it wasn't about me, it was about you. But I'm just saying how I felt because I had a shit day and I was just like, oh, I'm like, Jen's live. It'll be fun. We'll just sit in there and we'll chat about whatever. And there it was. And then I clicked back and I see fucking Lily in there. Lily, the biggest piece of shit in the community that's only known for interviewing my ex's sister.
Jen, click the link. You're not in trouble, but click the link. We got to talk some sense into you here.
So yeah, after a really shitty day yesterday, excuse me if I got a little upset and emotional. But that is why I went members last night and it was only live for a few minutes and I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do this. So I left and I went to sleep not long after. Oh, wait a minute. Might have been a minute after because guess what? I did see that Nick Romano got arrested once again. I'm sure Lily's one of the trolls. Lily's a piece of shit. George was also in Jen's. George was also in Jen's. The one who did have a hate stream on my mom's birthday, the one that did it, and lied about. I did not listen to one bit of it, and I'm very upset of anybody that sends me any clips. I do not want to see screenshots or clips of George, period, or of anybody talking about me negatively. I don't want to see it. And from now on, if it's sent to me, I will block you. It set my whole fucking day off yesterday because I didn't even know. No, and then somebody tried to tell me that Kendra was in there at one point. What the fuck? So whatever. So that is definitely.
She did not click the link, but I want Jen to click this link.
Thing I'm not going to promote or support. Period. Because that is a disaster waiting to happen. And if you can't be responsible enough to take over your channel, hey Wyatt, then I don't know, but that's really irritating. But yeah, do not send me clips. Do not send me anything. But I was messaging with Clark yesterday, texting, because we text. And he said that George said that Clark called Carrie Ann's mother. Where's the proof on that, George? Number one, George, you weren't even a part of whatever back then. And number two, that's absolutely not what happened. Nobody ever called anybody to do with Carrie Ann. Nobody. Heidi. We text messaged her. George called you a racist? Wow. See, and that's what I'm saying. George is very, I don't know, his real life must not be happy right now that he's got so much hatred, but whatever. But I assure you, all of the shit that he's spewing, there's another side to that. And George, nobody twisted your arm to do a damn thing. You did that shit on your own. Nobody asked you to do a thing. So don't go sit there and deflect and try to put it on everything else. You were all part of it. You were called a racist as well. Why? And I'm really thinking it's ridiculous how people are throwing that around.
Hey, Jen.
Hey, I'm sorry, I was asleep.
Oh, you're good. What I wanted to talk about is, okay, Jen said that, not Jen, you're Jen. Jules said that you were, what did you say about me? Did you say Ann and I was trying to coach you into calling the police or anything like that?
No. First off, you never even said coach. No, nothing like that. I'm a big girl. They
Okay, and I
just
wanted,
assume that. That's why she's flipping out because she's scared that you guys may be helping me. That's what I
yeah,
think. That's it.
okay, and
Why would I say
okay.
coach?
But if you wanted me to help you, I would 100% help you with that with no problem
Thank
because
you.
I do feel like Jules has overstepped her boundaries with you and that report with your daughter and all that stuff. Um, I believe Jules was setting KK up to read it. And like you said, all roads lead back to Jules. So
Yeah.
I hope that you did call the police on her, Jen, and you
We
reported
didn't
that
call.
situation. What'd you say?
We went in. We went in. I'm not doing any police calls because they pulled the body cam. I'm not doing that anymore. I just
But
went
okay,
in.
okay. But I want to make sure like you are not just letting that go and you are taking that serious and you are
Mm-mm.
filing a report
After
on
what I
that. And
found today, yes, I promise you, George,
okay,
promise.
because
The only thing that
my
I'm not great at is, getting stuff together, I don't know how to do all that.
okay, well, if you're serious,
Like
I will
putting
help.
a Post-it. Yeah,
And
promise.
my issue is here is your kids. They
I
have
know.
attacked your um they have went very low with your kids, and I have no doubt in my mind that they would have reached out to your daughter. And you need to protect your kids by all means. Um,
Absolutely.
and if you sit back and you don't do anything about it, it's just going to keep going. And there's a reason why Jules is freaking out and flipping out on everybody. She's trying to blame it all on KK. But Jules started all this. Um, so you most definitely should send the police to her house. Um, and I'm not saying this for like, you know, internet purposes or anything like that, but you should really do it because lie, she did say on her live, George. And but Alaska girl, regardless of what Jen said, you're missing the point here. They were reading the FOIA of them saying
Yeah.
allegedly Jen molested her child. And that is not okay, Alaska girl. So you're missing the point. No matter what Jen said,
Mhm.
it is because of
Jules
what
has a lot of stuff
Jules has
to do. It's
done.
just responding.
And
Yeah, it's just
and I think it,
responding, Alaska. I don't do the stuff she does.
and I think it's crazy, Alaska girl, that that's what you come up with. You're missing the point. Are you going to call Jules out for having those reports and pulling them and all that and passing them along to people? Because we heard her say, AC, I'll get you those reports. And she
Yeah,
privated
she
the
did.
live. She didn't think
Mhm.
I got that. So you're missing the bigger picture here. There's a minor at the time that that's being discussed, a minor. And then they're saying that, women are being raped, and you're missing that. That's not
They can
okay to
watch it.
say.
Yeah, they can watch the replay. She's also pulling, or they've already pulled the ones when I lived in Batavia, and that would put one of them. I wasn't even born, but my daughter, she was only a year and a half old.
Yeah, so again, this
It's
is what I'm
fucking
saying.
sick.
You seriously need to do something about that.
I,
Like,
Georgia, I am. The only thing that I don't know how to do is just getting everything together. That's it. That's the only thing that just getting everything together and just being prepared instead of going in and going, oh, I got to get this out of my phone. That's the only thing. It's just being prepared.
well, I mean, I'll help you with it with no problem. I have no problem.
Thank
Um, and again, my issue is the kids here. Like, you know what I mean? I'm setting my differences aside for
Absolutely,
you,
George.
setting my differences aside for Jules. And I know Jules is going to say this is about, me just trying to get back at her. No, it's not, Jules. You go entirely too far with them kids. Those kids have paid enough. You guys have been reaching out to the boy. Y'all put his name all over y'all's community tabs and all kinds of stuff like that. It's gross and it's sickening. And
Well,
Jules, enough is enough
it
with it.
is gross.
Enough. And you keep doing it, Jules. You got mad and you threw a fit when you said I put your niece's name on my community tab. So,
I think she threw the niece in there because she said, "Oh, you have the niece in my room," and it's like, "No, I know how this goes. I don't know her. I don't even know her sister's name. I don't know her niece's name. I don't care."
yeah, and that is another thing. Like, she's always come up in there with her family members' names and pictures, and if you were to put them on the screen, she's striking you and privacy striking you for it. You know what I mean? Jules was always setting us up at every twist and turn. But trick no good, Jules. Your game is
They
coming
won't
to an end.
Alice
I'm not.
they won't leave Miss Alice alone either, and we have a lot of stuff going on in our family too. They will not leave Miss Alice alone.
Hold on.
They won't.
Yeah, if she wants to truly go legal, she'll have to be quiet online. Yeah, this is true, Jen. So, I mean, if you're gonna stay online, like you can't keep talking about it. You just.
Watch P's and Q's.
But anyhow, I'm gonna get off here. Brooke is going live, so I will meet everybody over there. But I'm just saying, like, I mean, we've seen
I
Maria
just need
say she's gonna call Alice and she's gonna call Jen's neighbors. She said that, and we've seen it.
Maria, I would tell you not to. If she even does it, I'm gonna put her name into all this shit. I'm done with Maria. I'm done with KK. I'm done with all of it.
All right.
They've seen their channels before.
Okay, let me drop you down because I don't want more to be said, but I'm just saying follow this through. Don't let it go, or it's going to keep happening. And your kids should always be your red line. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. You have a good night.
Thank you. I'll drop.
Okay.
Thank you, George.
All right. Angela,
Thank
she
you.
truly wants to go legal. You have to have clean hands. And Jen is on piano. No, Lizzie. Okay, we're not about to do that because what we're doing here is we're talking about Jen's kids, okay? You can't say Jen has dirty hands when it comes to her kids. That's what we're talking about. If Jen wants to go on panel and say whatever she wants to about her kids, those are her kids. She can say it. Does it make it good? Does it make it right? No. But that doesn't give Jules the right to say and do what she's doing. And you're excusing that. And you're coming across as very hive like. So the bottom line is, Lizzie, there are kids that should not have ever been brought into this. I don't care whose kids they are. They should never be brought into this in a sexual type way, especially when Jules goes around saying everybody else is a sexual deviant. So Jules doesn't have clean hands. And if Jules had clean hands, why is she privating her lives? Why is she why is she trying to set KK up for it? Like, none of that is. But anyhow, if we expect the justice system to work, yeah, and another thing is, like you said, Pippi, if we want the justice system to work, we have got to let it work. Stop trying to interfere in all that. Anytime there's an RO put on the other side or something like that, they run amok. They play these games. What is it okay for Jen to talk about kids? No, I'm just consistent. But that's not consistent because you can't say what Jules and them are doing is okay. Like, that was very sexual. And it's not okay. And another thing is, if people want to come online and talk about their kids, that's their kids to talk about. You don't talk about other kids. You don't talk about people's kids like that. You don't pull FOIAs. And that's why I've always said I'm against pulling FOIAs and all that. Unless you are like doing like a law and crime, I'm against it. Other than that, you're doing it just to harass somebody. Go whine to someone who cares, Jen. I will call you. What are y'all fighting about? But anyhow, you guys, Brooke is going live. So you guys go over there and check that out. And remember, let's set our differences to the side and get to the bottom of this. And I'm defending my actual children who are minors. Well, what was said? Wait, tell me about it later. I just did, right? Oh, right. Your kids aren't kids, mine are. Yeah, kids should all, I mean, I don't, okay, when Angie wants to talk. Yeah. I just, I don't, for me personally, I just don't understand why it's hard for people to not discuss kids in a terrible type way. But anyhow, I will see you guys later. Thanks for coming to hang out with me. I may go live later on because I want to finish the Sophie stuff off. But you guys have a good night. See you guys in Brooks. Stand up. Big bad peak out. You know, 100% no one should talk about kids, but it seems it's okay to talk about some people's kids like Amzie. No, it's not okay to talk about anybody's kids. Nobody's kids. And that's the point we're trying to make. Nobody should be talking about anybody's kids. But when you try to come into my chat to troll me about kids, you lost. Troll me with something else. Don't, oh, you're good, Amzie. Don't troll me with kids. And y'all came over here that day for a reaction that you got, and it ended up making y'all look stupid. But before I go, let me read Jules's community tab because she was mooing like a pig. Oh no, wait, she was mooing like a cow. I mean, she says if you are participating in the hate, did I read this already? Oh my God, my dementia. If you are participating in the hate this morning, you are dead to me. Just like anyone messing with Deadly is dead to me. Thought I made it very clear months ago. I have boundaries, and if you don't like them, kick rocks. Baby girl.